Alright YouTube, we're here with the Jordan 2 Trey. I wonder why they named it like that. Jordan was packing them 2 Trey 8s before every game. Nah, I'm just joking. It's not because of that. It's because he had 2 3-peats and his number is 23. Anyways, let's take a look at the upper. As you guys know, this is a mashup shoe. It's a hybrid. It's one of those ones where they're putting together a bunch of shoes that he played in for the most part. Yo, they really did finesse every type of shoe on here, eh? They didn't leave nothing out. You guys like these better than the 6 rings? First thing we're looking at here is the Jordan Flight insole. Why did I start with the insole? Well, because it's the only place on the shoe that you can find a Jordan 4. And the Flight symbol's kind of out of place because it doesn't really have anything to do with this shoe. You got this Ortholite outsole and they really took the life out of this outsole. This thing is like wafer thin, fam. This thing's wafer thin. This is one of the shittiest outsoles I felt in a while. I'm not even gonna lie, fam. So out of all the insoles I've ever reviewed, this gotta be the shittiest Ortholite piece of shit I've ever held in my hands. On God, in 2 weeks he's gonna be flatter than an Asian girl with a breast reduction surgery. Jordan 6 influence, and it runs up the side of the shoe. You know, Jordan 6 usually have that 2-3 design here coming in the form of the 2 and the 3. This is basically some sort of plastic. I mean, they're not really staying true to the materials on this. You have this pressure treated TPU with some perforation holes here, faux leather strap, which isn't really even leather here for the Jordan 7, and you know, it's kind of flimsy to tell you the truth. Air bubble here on the ankle as the Jordan 6, and these leather panels, they're not real leather, fam. Moving on, we have the Jordan 11 pat leather patch here that runs alongside the shoe, and you have this stitching here in a kind of a indigo. They did a decent job in trying to put that pat leather there. Feels like it's good quality. You have the Jordan 12 here on the toe box. The plushie on the toe box is like no other. I haven't seen a pair of 12s or 13s or any of that with this type of toe box, so they need to start returning to some of this leather quality things right here. And what that actually says there is Jordan 2 Trey instead of Jordan Jumpman like on the Jordan 11, so that's one element that they actually changed. Also, I didn't mention the Jordan 6 flat laces as well. That's where that came from. This is the only place on the shoe that you can find the Jordan 8, and they kind of just threw that in there a little bit. It has the furry Jordan logo patch. You know, you have some of that Cordova material here on the tongue, and that's basically similar to the Jordan 11. You have a little bit of pat leather here on the medial side of the shoe, and we're gonna move into the midsole setup here. Injection molded Phylon, very squishy, and it's actually a little bit better than the 11s that they put out. Very nice and soft material, standard in most of the athletic basketball shoes that they have nowadays. Man, I love this stuff, guy. Who doesn't want the Phylon? Another cost-effective Jordan brand shoe, but it's missing a little bit of tech in the midsole. I mean, I guess they gotta pinch pennies somewhere. They can't give you everything. You have the pads here from the 11, and you have this Jordan 12 midsection here riding up from the outsole. Jordan brand print here, and that's similar to the 12 riding all the way up into the Jordan pull tab. Has all the years of the 3-peat here, 91, 92, 93, 96, 97, 98. You already know what it is if you're a fan, dog. You have a neoprene booty, and I love neoprene booties, man. They just really grab your foot and help to have great lockdown on the shoe, and lacelet sections ride all the way up the shoe. I don't know who the hell's lacing it to the top one. That's kind of crazy. I do have shoes to compare, and I will make a comparison to the shoes really shortly. You have elements of the Jordan 11 here on the outsole, especially at the top in the red and the black. This is actually a splash of the Jordan 6. Now, I don't know if you guys recognize that from that, but you know, Wear Tester said it's from the Jordan 7 and 8, but it's actually from the 6 here. You have Jordan 12 elements and you have Jordan 14 elements on this outsole. So I showed you guys the 6, as you can see here with the 11, which I have for comparison. It looks very much the same on the outsole here, and that's a comparison, as you can see, very close. You have your 12 comparison here for the mid portion of the shoe. This button right here is from the Jordan 14, as well as this Jordan logo here, but as you can see, they put elements of all 3 of these Jordan shoes and outsoles on this outsole, plus they put in the 6 there just for good measure. As far as the tech setup goes, we got Zoom Air in the heel, fam. That's all we really have. This is more of a court feel shoe, and there's no torsion plate, so these shoes bend up. So I wouldn't recommend playing basketball in them. It's a lifestyle shoe. You don't need all the tooling. You just need a 1-2 zoom and you're good, fam. Use these for lifestyles, and if you do gotta play basketball in them, beware, fam. You might twist up your ankle, something fierce. These are the 3 shoes that I believe they made the 2 Trey to look the most like, especially from the side profile. Jordan 11 Bread here. You have the Jordan 6 Infrared, and you have the Jordan 12 Winterized. Now, if you take a look at the side profile of this shoe, you really can see elements of all 3 of these shoes in here, and it mainly looks like these shoes, but there's definitely other elements. We're gonna break those down for you guys right now. You have the side silhouette of my favorite of all time, the Jordan 11 Bread, and the side silhouette of this looks very similar. The Jordan 12, and the Jordan 12 is very similar in the toe box. They made the patent leather match the toe box, and the Invincible Winterized 12s. Here's the comparison of the rear for the Jordan 12, very similar, and you can see the similarities in the Jordan 6, right? The silhouettes are very, very similar stuff here. They're not badly done, man. I'm not gonna lie, these do look good. They're price cost effective, 200 bucks and under, so they're basically 200 bucks before tax. I think the bread colorway is the best. Maybe you wanted all of these shoes and you couldn't get them at one point, so you know what, it's not so bad. It's not so bad that they actually have shoes like this. And you know, for the people that missed out on all these drops and can only have one shoe, this is definitely a good option. But as far as performance model, I mean, really all you have is Zoom Air in the heel and there's nothing else. So if you guys are looking for performance model specs, then this isn't the shoe. But these do look good, and they will be good for lifestyle. They probably look good in jeans, and you know what I mean? We're gonna find out in the on foot. One thing that they did do that was pretty cool was the inside of the box. It actually shows you what portions of each shoe are really there. And there you have it, a basic rundown of what's on the box. The Jordan 2 Trey, you got every single championship Jordan here, minus the 13, which he obviously wore more than the 14, but it is what it is. It's a basic rundown of what's on the box, and they did a good job, man. So whoever designed the box, kudos to you. Man, the box looks like a women's release. What kind of thing that, fam? You know what I mean? Every time it's a white box with like this goldish, pinkish thing, is a women's release. I don't know what they're doing with that. Box reads Jumpman Jordan 2 Trey, black, true red, dark conch. What do you guys think of these in the comment section? We're going to on foot next. Make sure you guys stay tuned. First off, I want to give a big thanks to my man Lewis for hooking up the Raptors jersey, because he already know I got to put the Raptors jersey with the Raptors colorway. That's the review. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button, punch it right in the throat. You already know what to do. Retro got back with another one. On foot coming up right now. Let's go, fam. Perfect.